I don't think is copium because we are actually seeing it in effect, which is Noah Dobson playing some really good hockey lately, Mitch.
I like ridiculously good hockey. We saw him put up 2 points last night against, or 2 nights ago, last night against the Pittsburgh Penguins. So he's got goals in back-to-back games now, 3 points his last 3 games. Since he's come back, he now has, 6 points in 10 games, I believe. 6 and 10. But, he's had to catch up to a moving train, hasn't he?
He has. But since coming back from injury, I feel like he's been a different player. And I'm noticing more offense in his game. Like, he's getting more involved in the play, which is a good thing. Defense is not going to be his calling card. It never will be. But the numbers offensively haven't been there this year and years gone by. And I'm not saying that he's going to get to 70 points. He's not. He's only got 30 in 56. But if he plays well the last 20 games, that makes you feel a little bit better going into extension talk time.
Exactly. I'm just trying to pull up his updated numbers here in terms of like on ice stuff or individuals. Yeah, on ice. I don't want individual. Because we mentioned it on the pod the other day, and I want to bring him up again just in case someone wasn't listening to that one, which is totally fine. But his on ice numbers are fan-friggin-tastic. His Corsi is 58.81 in 10 games. It is the third best on the team, but that's Mike Riley and Adam Pelech are above him, but they have fewer games played. And they're close. Adam Pelech, 59.52, Mike Riley, 60.7. Of course, those guys don't play nearly as much as Noah Dobson does, so that's even more impressive. Expected goals for Noah Dobson, again, third on the team. Only Mike Riley and Adam Pelech are better, but a 62.6 expected goals for in 10 games, mind you. But those are glowing friggin' numbers for Noah Dobson.
Yeah, that is glowing numbers, and more of that trend, please, going forward here.
And it's not close. I mentioned Mike Riley and Adam Pelech are there. They haven't played nearly as much. But after those 3 guys, the expected goals for numbers crater. Maybe not crater, but there's a 10-point drop from Noah Dobson at number 3 at 62.6 to Jean-Gabriel Pageau at number 4 at 53.8.
Okay, yeah, wow.
Right? Big drop there for those guys. These are individual numbers. When it comes to the Corsi, it's maybe not as big, but it's still a 4-point drop from Noah Dobson to Jean-Gabriel Pageau at 58.8 to 54.4. The Islanders are playing well, that's for sure. Most of their guys are above 50%, which is great in terms of Corsi and expected goals, but Noah Dobson is glowing.
Yeah, 1,000%. And that's another thing. If the Islanders are going to make the playoffs, it would be, riding their best players, and him playing well would do that. But it's not just about the final stretch and making the playoffs. It's about the final stretch and can it carry over into next year and be a more consistent player next year. And I think maybe that's what frustrates me so much with Noah Dobson is because we see the samples like this, and we know that that's in there. And then you get the first 40 games he played this year and you're going that this doesn't even look like the same guy.
No. Right. And you look at those numbers and they're not the same. If we're quoting those underlying numbers, of course, those were all at 5-on-5, mind you, which is what really matters. But Corsi 4 numbers, 5-on-5 for Noah Dobson, the first 46 games of his season, ranked 8th on the team, 52.86. So he drops 8 percentage points, if you will. Expected goals for, again, at 5-on-5 for Noah Dobson, ranked 8th again, but at 53.2. Loses basically 10 percentage points. Completely different player from what we saw at the beginning of the year. Completely different.
100%. So his play has been noticeably better, and I felt like it was enough to where we needed to talk about it in its own kind of standalone segment here.
Yeah, it's not, these numbers aren't tell all, of course, because it's hard to quantify defensive work. You can look at the expected goals. That's kind of indicative to a certain extent. But you can also chalk that up as they're just not giving up that many. That's a team stat, not an individual stat. What happens when Noah Dobson is in front of the net and having to clear set in front of the net? Is he doing that better? That you cannot quantify, at least with the numbers that we have available. But at least we're not noticing it, so it can't be that bad, right?
No, it can't.
So like good things from Noah Dobson, and he's standing out. He's gonna get that bag. Sorry, Matt. I know you weren't looking forward to that, but
yeah,
I think Noah Dobson's gonna get paid big time.
I think so too. And look, like honestly, if he plays like this, fine. Like he's a good player when he's at his peak. I just worry about the consistency. And if they do pay him, I just hope he's more consistent going forward. That's all.
Yeah. So it is. I hope that this is the Noah Dobson we have for the next 4 years straight. Before we have to then worry about like, oh, he's getting a little bit older. Although he'll be 28 by then. He'll still be young.
That's the thing. Like if you're going to give him an 8-year deal, at least he's signing it at 25 and not 28 years old.
That's insane. He's 25. Unbelievable. I love it. I love that this guy is 25 years old. I just hope that we can see him be the guy that he's supposed to be.
If you like that, make sure to subscribe to Up the Turnpike on Patreon for more exclusive New York Islanders content.